Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of season 7 at Sunderland. We're up to 3rd. We have a game in hand and can go within a point of Spurs at the top if we're able to get victory against Leicester away from home on the 1st of the month. We follow that up with a game against second place Manchester United at home. We'll then simulate the game against Valencia in the Champions League because we're through in that competition and guaranteed top spot as well already. And then we'll play Chelsea at the end of the month. Sorry, at the end of the episode, before then splitting December into 2 and tomorrow having Watford, West Ham, Forest and Wolves, because don't want to sim 5 games in the course of a month for one episode. Not when we're trying to compete for the Premier League title this year. It's just not worth the risk. Although some might argue I'd fare better in simulated games than I would do in played. But regardless, we're going to crack on. It's Leicester away. Leicester are currently not having the best of seasons, but they've won more than they've done anything else, so they're going to be pretty tough. Conceded quite a few goals though, so maybe we might be able to grab a handful against them. We'll wait and see. Obviously Manchester United a 2nd and Chelsea a 6th, so tough episode today. Tough episode indeed, but fingers crossed things will go our way. We're still trying to get Chalov the top goal scorer accolade. Eden Hazard and Puado now locked at 10. Dele Alli, Gyökeres and Chalov all on 8. Let's see if we can't grab him a couple here away from home at the King Power. Cranio in goal for Leicester. Walker-Peters, Lette, Maresic and Kelly at the back. 3 in midfield of Maddison, Chowdhury and Donny van der Beek. Up top is Otavio, Mateta and Damari Gray. Decent 11. A number of those players are rated 83, 84, 85. So it's a strong team for Leicester. Rafinha's making moves in the wide areas, but not able to find him yet. Team one's out to Jack Clark, who's actually up at 84 rated now. Jack Clark, he's grown again. By default, I think his potential was 82, but we've actually been able to get him to grow an extra 2 ratings now, just purely through regular first team football. That's what we will perhaps come to expect. Could even get a goal for him here. We will get a goal from here. Perhaps that's what we can come to expect from FIFA 20 career mode, where obviously the dynamic player potential is going to take effect this year for players in your own squad. Jack Clark, playing for an AI-controlled team, would only grow to 82. But playing for me regularly in the first team and performing well regularly in the first team has exceeded his potential. He's 84 rated here now. We still are looking to sign another left-sided midfielder, a player that is higher rated than Jack Clark, that hopefully will add even more to our attacking game. But as Clark continues to grow and continues to perform, it is hard to kind of come to terms with the fact that we're actually going to be removing him out of the starting lineup. That is a ridiculous save from Lunin. Might yet have another opportunity here. Otavio back there to James Maddison. Can't be letting him have any opportunities from free kicks because he will bury them. Stunning set piece for James Maddison. They've worked this about really well, and he very nearly did it from open play as well. Off the post, the closest they've come to an equaliser. Maddison into Nakata. It's not Nakata, I can't remember what his name is. Matata, perhaps. Although, maybe I'll just bring that from Hakuna Matata. What is his name? Is it actually Matata? Check. Mateta. Hakuna Mateta. Sunderland won, Leicester 0 after 20 minutes. Although Maddison lost it. Oh, early from Donny van der Beek. Wow! What a goal! That's a full 25 yards out, if not more. Bang! That's tremendous. Talk about an emphatic finish. Crack. Nobody stops that. I could have a 99 rated goalkeeper. That's going top bins every single time. Clark. Over the top looking for the runner, Chalov. He's going to get to that first. Just dink it over the head. Looking to find a teammate in the middle and can't. Rafinha could bring this down. He's done brilliantly to do so ahead of Gray. Just accelerate away to work some space. Here's Yuri Tielemans in space. Jack Clark trying to do what they just did at the other end and hit a stunning first time hit. Kai Havertz looking to turn. He somehow managed to keep hold of the ball. McAllister, bit of space. Straight at the keeper though. Cranio with a save. He's not going to keep it in though. Corner. Let's get ourselves back in front if we can. Yuri Tielemans delivers. It's a good ball. Donny van der Beek wins the header though. Man of the moment for Leicester City in the latter stages of this first half. Chalov will get that ball down. I could go back out wide. I'm not going to. Alexis. Yuri Tielemans. Jack Clark. Oh, it took him forever to get that under control. That really ruined the idea I had there of trying to let fly. Tielemans good save by Cranio. That was travelling towards the bottom corner. Both keepers being drawn upon here. It could have been multiple goals already in this fixture. As it happens, it's still just 1-1, and unfortunately, we're not going to be making it 2-1. Although we might. We won't. Maddison getting away from me into Mateta. Oh, side netting only. Leicester very nearly ending the half with a goal to give themselves the lead. That would have been the worst possible way to end this first period after going in front. Frustrated to be pegged back, although it was one hell of a hit to get the equaliser. And there's the half-time whistle. I can see us drawing this, but I'll try and get the victory if I can.
See a few goals in this one.
Here's great. Wan-Bissaka battles back well. Actually use him again on this right-hand side. And if Rafinha commits down the line, I could have played him in, but he decided he wanted to fill in at right back more so than anything else. Kai Havertz drilled that towards Chalov, but it's well cut off by the defender. Oh, that's a great ball in behind if Otavio can keep that in. Half an hour to go here. We're still looking for another goal in this game. Tielemans denies them the opportunity to get it. But they're playing well, Leicester, and this has been a tough test thus far. There's Yuri Tielemans. This time Rafinha is on the run. This time we will play him in behind. He's got the legs to get there. I don't know if Kelly's very quick. He's certainly quick enough to keep up with me, and he's quick enough to win them the throw as well. Time for changes for me too, I think. Not going well for me thus far in this game. I'm going to bring him on for Kai. And I might bring Earwood on for Tielemans. No, let's just bring Harrison on. Scored 2 goals at the end of the last episode to give us victory in the last minute against CSKA Moscow in the Champions League. Arguably, perhaps should have had the start here in this very next game. But unfortunately for him, didn't get it. Hasn't been able to hold down that first team spot. If he gets a goal in the final 25 minutes or so here, though, I will start Harrison ahead of Kai Havertz in the next game at that centre-forward role. Quite with the throw. We'll just go backwards and then forwards again. Try and catch someone out of position to open up their back line. A number of players back here for Leicester, as you can see. But George Harrison is trying his best to work the space. And he could do 2 with one move here. Oh, it just wouldn't quite fall for Chalov. Harrison certainly made an impact, but not yet had the goal-scoring impact that we hoped he would, unless he can drive his way around the outside here, hold off 3 defenders, and very nearly score a goal. Good save by the keeper Cranio, who certainly made a couple of good stops in this game. Ferland Mendy having to do some defensive work there, though. Game getting rather tight in these final few minutes. Not much space anywhere on the field for any player for either team. Chowdhury now getting involved on the wing. Lovely tackle by Mendy to poke that to Jack Clark as well. And Rafinha's on the move. But the pass is not on the move towards him, annoyingly. George Harrison's done okay since coming on, but not enough to warrant the start in the next game, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. I need him to score a goal. I know he did against CSKA, but that was CSKA. Leicester City in the Premier League are an entirely different challenge. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, George! The chance. The chance. Great movement. Wonderful awareness to find the space. No finish. Oh, I can't believe it. If he bangs that, he's in the starting lineup next game. Having missed a chance of that clear-cut nature right at the very end of the game, I think Kai Havertz is going to continue on. That's really frustrating. A 1-1 draw against Leicester. If we were genuine challengers for the title, you'd perhaps say that we would have found a way to win that game. a draw away from home against Leicester, as right in front of me, Manchester United have just drawn 1-1 away from home against Southampton. Manchester United up next. Not going to get any easier, is it? Man United's starting 11. David De Gea in goal, still going strong in Season 7. They are in Hermoso, Romagnoli and Gaia as the back four. Draxler, Ceballos and Pogba in the midfield three, with Isco sat at cam. And then Anthony Martial alongside João Felix up top. That's remarkably stronger than the team that Man United have in real life, isn't it? I have a funny feeling this might be a remarkably stronger challenge than the one that Southampton just faced in real life. Challenge from Hector Bellerin. They have the best defensive record in the league, Man United. Just 9 goals conceded so far in what I think is 14 games. Oh, good save by De Gea. I thought I aimed for the right-hand side of the goal there with my controller. Let's see how accurate I actually was. Alexis McAllister. I did. I aimed for the... I knew I'd done that. I aimed for the top right. And he's... How is that... How is that the finish he comes up with? What's the point in having a controller if you aim one way and he shoots the other? Oh well, we've got the corner. Let's see if we can finish it. Oh, decent delivery. Oh, Julian Draxler leaps very well there. What's he going to switch this looking for Rafinha? But oh no, might still work for us. No, it hasn't quite. So Felix nods that down and United will build from the back. Positive opening 8 minutes though, starting on the front foot. Let's keep that going for the full 90. So Felix out wide to Gaia. Nicolas Sula drawn out of position. Here's João Felix again. Oh, he's gone for the shot. He caught me out. Thankfully, he didn't catch the keeper out. Corner for Paul Pogba to deliver for Manchester United. And it comes, away it goes. Rafinha does well enough. Jose Gaia down the line. Pogba into the middle. Oh, Martial gets to it first somehow between 2 defenders, but Lunin makes the save. Questions being asked about everybody in this, starting 11 at the minute. That was nicely brought down by Havertz though, and Rafinha could keep the move going, looking to turn past Gaia. Kai Havertz can't hold off Romagnoli. I need you to be better, Kai. How are you 92 rated? I don't understand. Gaia turns well. Trying to get it off him. Rafinha's done nicely. It's Kai Havertz. Play that short, hope that Alexis just gets it to Jack Clark. I see the run being made by Kai. We'll look for him over the top. Oh, Romagnoli denies him the opportunity to try and give us a first goal in this game. It's been a rock for them at the back, Romagnoli. Absolutely unpassable for them in defence. Can't recall actually testing David De Gea and forcing him into a save thus far in the game. Looking for Chalov there as well. Kai's on the move again. Play him into that channel. Wait. Then look for Chalov. Oh, but Gaia with the tackle. You can tell they definitely do have the best defensive record in the league because they're so alert, so ready to put in a challenge and always in the right place at the right time, their back four. This has been really difficult to try and break them down. Nice tackle by Tielemans. Quickly forward to Havertz. Over the top looking for the run of Chalov. Now can he get to that? No, Ceballos gets to it first, but Chalov looking to get away from the Spaniard. There's a number of people around him. Chalov, no, he does all the hard work. And then the easy thing is get the ball on target. Oh, such a horrendous finish. Kai needs to make the runner can use. He's just broken beyond the defender there. That was exactly the movement we needed. By Havertz back to Alexis. Good save by De Gea. I perhaps should have played the extra pass to Jack Clark there. Julian Draxler's going off, and I think it's Harriet that's coming on in his place. Can we win that header? We can. It is Harriet that's come on. We did win the header through Nicolas Sula, but weren't able to force it past David De Gea. Alex Telles apparently might be on the move from Manchester United to Paris Saint-Germain sooner rather than later, but he's not involved here. They got Jose Gaia at left back. They've also got Luke Shaw at left back as well. Cross to come in and punched away by Lunin. Pogba brings it down. Nice turn, but there's a foul been given on the keeper. Half an hour to go. We are certainly on our way towards another draw here. But if we can get the winner in this one, unlike the game against Leicester, it's certainly going to do us the world of good confidence-wise. I squeeze that through to Havertz? I just can't quite get him involved at the right time. Clark forward there into Alexis. If it's Chalov first, and Rafinha just held his run well there. Takes that in his stride nicely. Will turn back though because Gaia is quick. Numbers falling back here for Man United, but Alexis. If only they didn't have David De Gea in goal still. So hard to even get past the defence in the first place, and then when you do get the ball past the defence by shooting from range and you place it well, David De Gea is right behind it. Alexis McAllister denied there by a good held save after Alexis McAllister was denied in the first half by a good parried save. It's come off Alexis McAllister and out for a Man United corner. Romagnoli apparently is taking it, weirdly. Short to Danny Ceballos. Keeper didn't come for that. Should have done. Luke Shaw off the bench hits the bar. And that's the closest Manchester United have come to a goal in this second half. Joao Felix trying to get it off him, but can't. Here's Pogba. Nice little back heel to Anthony Martial. Oh, Joao Felix making the movement. Good block by Wan-Bissaka. Martial, this is dangerous. Do not concede now. Harriet. Cross here to Danny Ceballos. Oh, no! Well held by Lunin. This is not the time to concede a goal. It is, however, the time to perhaps score a goal, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that because they've won it back again. Easily the most rock-solid defensive team we've played against all season, Manchester United. So difficult to break down, and when we have broken them down, they're going to win it. Oh, they're going to win it! When we have broken them down, David De Gea has been in the way. It was a great move. I just couldn't cope with the movement. Oh, and a massive tie at the top of the league. Just the way they played the ball about was unstoppable, really. That first touch stuff. Man United 1, Sunderland 0 with the last kick of the game. Now I know how CSKA Moscow felt yesterday. Our win against CSKA knocked them out of the Champions League group stage. Has that defeat to Manchester United knocked us out of contention for the title race? I'd like to think no, especially considering Spurs have drawn against Manchester City. But losing ground to Manchester United is certainly not going to help. At all. Oh, it's devastating to concede right at the end there in stoppage time, past stoppage time. And with Chelsea coming up next, things aren't going to get any easier whatsoever. We already have guaranteed top spots. We'll switch and play this side in the simulated game against Valencia. Already guaranteed first. We're on 12, Valencia on 7 in second. Monaco also on 7 and CSKA Moscow on 3. So it's actually a vital game for Valencia, this, and Monaco. They need to win. If they win, they'll stay second because they're above Monaco on head-to-head, and they have gotten themselves a 1-0 lead here. Zimmerman's picked up a knock and had to go off. Matthew Targett and Alfie Mawson both playing for Valencia here. Is there to be a last twist? Oh, 2 goals in a minute. Openda and George Harrison. 2 goals in a minute see Valencia almost certainly guarantee themselves progression through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. Tobias Zimmerman is out for 2 months. Just as well in January. We're going to be buying a winger then, isn't it? We are 5th in the league now. It's getting quite tight there in the chasing spots. Man United top now, 5 points clear of us. We're not even halfway through the league season yet though, so there's plenty of time for that to change. And Valencia do indeed get themselves qualification through as runners-up. So we will face either Fiorentina, Juventus, Betis, Leipzig, Benfica, Leverkusen or Everton in the knockout rounds, or first knockout rounds of the Champions League. First, Chelsea. Chelsea starting 11, Kepa in goal. Really strong, this Chelsea team. Odriozola, Maguire, Jiku and Correa, or Correa even at the back. They are missing Matthijs de Ligt through injury. Fornals, Kante and Rabiot at the back. Bailey, Moise Kean and Eden Hazard as a front 3. After playing the best defensive side in the last game, we now have the second best defensive side in the league, in Chelsea. This is a big game. If the one against United was already an important one. Having lost that, this is now even more important. Avoiding defeat at Stamford Bridge is a must. An absolute must. George Harrison into the starting lineup for this one. And looking to set Chalov away in behind to give us the best possible start, which we haven't yet been able to get. Oh, and Alexis can't keep that down. The pressure from Kante enough to put him off. 5 minutes in, we could, perhaps even should, be 1-0 up. Rafinha. Harrison's on the move. Trying to take advantage of them missing De Ligt through injury. He's just bullied the defender there. Alexis through the gap. Chalov. Oh, he needs some space and it's just not there. Play the 1-2 with Alexis. Look for George. Rafinha. Oh, he squeezed it home. We lead by a goal to 0 at Stamford Bridge. I thought I'd done too much. I thought I'd played too many passes there, but Rafinha makes it 1-0 in the 11th/12th minute. There's so many blue shirts in the way there, and I just didn't think I'd gotten enough space. When I beat the defender with Harrison, I thought, should I have passed that? Should have tried to take it on with George. No, giving it to Rafinha, and I don't think the keeper was expecting it to come at him. I think he was expecting either towards the near post or towards the far post, not right in your bloody face. Yeah, only his 3rd goal of the season there, Rafinha, but that could be a very important one. Now it's quickly forward to Moise Kean, who's given that straight to Yuri Tielemans. You're not on that team anymore, Moise. You need to be playing the ball to a man in blue, not a man in red and white stripes anymore. Here's Adrien Rabiot. Now at Juventus in real life, obviously. Kante picks that off, and N'Golo Kante could have a crack from distance. But in Leon Bailey instead, who has an effort from closer range. It's a corner only, and they're going to take it short. Eden Hazard to give that there to Pablo Fornals. West Ham United player in real life, of course, now. Kante. Moise Kean has driven hard and low. It'll be another corner. Took a deflection. Hazard to take it to Pablo Fornals again. Towards the line this time. Working it back there to Kante. Keane. Jiku are through to Rabiot. Chelsea level. It didn't take long at all. Rabiot was the man that scored a cracker against us last time we played Chelsea, and his left foot has done it again. Hazard. Still the league's top goal scorer. Barely had anything to do in this game so far. He touched the ball. Moise Kean drops the shoulder, turns to me nicely. Here's Hazard again. Typically, as soon as I say he's barely had anything to do, he's involved in a build-up for the opposition. Chalov Harrison will try and lift this over the top to him. I just can't shake the attentions of the defender. Rabiot into Moise Kean. Scoops that nicely to Leon Bailey, who brings it down well. Finding some space here. Don't foul him. Pablo Fornals. That was tame. Always comfortable for Loon in that. 8 minutes to go till half-time. Still locked at 1-1. And to be fair, after losing to United, like we said at the beginning, avoiding defeat is essential, but taking a point I'd be happy with. Kennedy. Nice tackle. Trying to keep hold of the ball there, Alexis. Got it forward to Rafinha. We get that round the corner to Wan-Bissaka. We can. Getting a number of blue shirts out of position here, and they're really struggling to cope with this counter-attack. Kante thinks definitely a foul. Taking one for the team there, N'Golo Kante. How he's gotten away without a booking, I'm not entirely too sure. I'll try and play this short. Jack Clark around the corner there to Niklas Süle. Would rather he was in the box for me to have whipped it towards Tielemans. George Harrison. Harrison scores. That's more than Kai Havertz has done in a long time. George Harrison into the starting lineup and scores to put Sunderland in front at Stamford Bridge. Is this finally the season where George Harrison actually has a proper impact on the first team? Rafinha, cross there to Tielemans. Jack Clark. Ferland Mendy on the overlap. He's had a quiet season so far, Ferland Mendy. Just kind of goes about his business, not ever really making any mistakes or making any real... Oh, that's a brilliant header from George Harrison. Brilliant header. We're going to get victory at Stamford Bridge. I needed this. After the defeat against United, we were desperate for this victory, and we're going to get it now. Here's a Mount. Getting away from me well. Mount with the effort. Ooh, that was travelling. Thankfully, travelling wide, but would have been a really painful final 10 minutes if they'd have gotten a second there, Chelsea, and put me under pressure.
Well, to keep the ball.
We did something similar against Manchester City earlier on this season, and Moise Kean looking for teammate again, but well, again George Harrison's doing enough. Certainly going to get the start for the foreseeable future ahead of Kai Havertz, and I'm going to take on board your feedback for what happens to Kai, because
That's a tremendous piece of play.
I just have been so underwhelmed with Kai Havertz. George Harrison has come in and just proven that he's worthy of that start again. He was really poor, George Harrison, which is why we ended up buying Kai Havertz in the first place. Now Kai Havertz has been really poor, and George Harrison stepped up to the plate. That'll be easily cleared. We're trundling along towards a 3-1 victory at Stamford Bridge, which is exactly how we wanted to end the episode. Kennedy can't get past Yuri Tielemans, and Sherlock will find George Harrison, who actually won a hat-trick now. Rafinha driving forward, lovely take into his stride. Can we try and get George Harrison a hat-trick maybe? Well, it was meant for him. Oh, they've cleared it away well. There's the final whistle. It's 3-1 against Chelsea. Sunderland with the victory. It could have been more. We could have started brilliantly if we'd have gotten that finish in with Alexis McAllister, but they had more chances than me, Chelsea, but we were more clinical. Now, if Man United could drop points against Forest, that'd be great. That will move us above Chelsea in the league at the very least, so we'll be back in the top 4. And in fact, we're back in the top 3. Manchester United continue to win though, although obviously at some point later this season we will have the opportunity to play them and hopefully beat them next time around. If only we'd have been able to get a draw against them there. They'd have only been on 33 and we would have been on 31. It would have only been a 2-point gap. Never mind, 5 points is more than recoverable. We've got Watford coming up next in the first game of tomorrow's episode. But for the rest of today, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you in that one tomorrow. Stream tonight.